remember we were in my trailer having that sort of like rap party type thing, and we were playing music. Al puts on Enrique Iglesias, and he's dancing around with that
with the creeper
face on. It was so funny.
It was so funny.
Now comes the last big scene with all of you guys in it, which I think, this is one of my favorite scenes in the film because it's all of you guys really, usually I end up gushing about my actors all through my commentary track, so I tried not to today, but you guys delivered so beautifully, and this scene is a perfect example.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Eric's got... This is the day, man. Yeah, you didn't know they were going to throw this all on
Eric,
you in one day,
they were
right?
going to shoot this scene this day or something.
No, not at all. I mean, I walked in the morning or in the afternoon when we were starting, and the sides were there
and
with
you're
all this
driving
stuff.
the whole thing, and you...
I was like, okay. It was great when we did it. All the markers, the guys who run down and put the tape beneath your feet. It was like some dance floor because we shot the master. The whole thing, we went through it, and all the places that I had to hit. It was like some complicated electric slide that I was doing down and back and forth on the bus.
Now, we had wrapped Al Santos mistakenly by now, so this body on the ground is some other shredded makeup dude from Makeup and Monsters. He's the only guy that even had a physique that resembled Al's.
Yeah, I can't think of his name right off the head.
Well, mine, but I was in the scenes.
We laid him on the floor and said, "Don't breathe."
Passed out twice.
I remember we kept doing that scene over and over, and I kept looking out the window, and I remember Victor going, "Travis, quit looking out the window and look at Eric."
Well, that may not have been the best thing to say, really. I mean, you're still looking for the creeper to come back, right?
No, but you were right. It had to work that way, though.
Here's an incredible Nikki Aycock's moment. This is why Nikki is a great actress. I think this was you, sweetheart. This was not me. This was not written. This was just a great moment you brought out of this.
Or is this thing gonna come after these guys with everything it's got? Because it only has till morning.
I just kept thinking, you're not getting this out of me.
Which is terrific. It just
works
played
so
so
well.
beautifully.
We're screwed, right?
And that's another, Eric, that's not a scripted line either, which I also loved. I mean, you guys,
really? I didn't know that.
I think these are the takes where you guys just got to go on your own. They worked so well.
Yeah, that's what I like about Victor is we'll do a couple, and then every once in a while he'll give you kind of free reign and be
The
like,
last
go with
take
it.
you
Yeah,
get
the
to do
last take,
yourself,
go
yeah.
with it.
I just want to make sure I'm not choking you guys into some fake reality where I could have a wonderful reality if I just let you guys do,
That's why it's really good of you, because then it makes it, as we go along further, not scared to try anything.
Right.
Which I think is good. And then I have in the editing room, I have this wonderful choice of this, or this, which is so terrific.
I love this.
This is about living or dying now. Okay? And if this boss...
You can tell the relationship is over right in that look.
The pouty face look.
Here's
There's Andrew, Phil. Gail.
Non-speaking fellows.
I want to see hands.
That were with us for the whole ride. They were troopers.
I want to see hands. Because as shitty a deal as it is...
How many times did you do this, Eric?
Shitty a deal as it is, I remember, was very difficult for you, Eric.
I mean, we did it all
Shitty a deal
day.
as it is.
Yeah,
Shitty a deal as it is.
It was 15 or 20.
Of course,
Gary Kai.
I think this moment is breathtaking.
Yeah.
You got it on 2 takes, Gary Kai, right?
Yeah.
Actually, you got it the first take, but he just wanted another one.
I just wanted to see
for
what the
insurance.
hell else you could do. What the hell else could you do?
Props, baby.
I remember before you actually said action, Eric and I were going back and forth, like talking about the game where he only played 12 minutes because he ain't got no game.
We were
So
talking
you guys were pumping each other up for the conflict.
Pretty much, yeah.
I was like, you ain't shit. You ain't got nothing, mother.
What? You piece of shit. Come
Action.
on, bring it.
But it was very real. It was very good.
In fact, Dusty told me after these 2 takes, he came up to me and said, "You should have heard these guys before we rolled. They are really," and he was so impressed with you guys doing your work, before they.
Trash, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But Travis wasn't helping. He was back there kicking them.
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah. He was like, "Come on, get
I was
into
like,
it."
get pumped up, man. I was slapping him around, throwing him down in the seat.
Yeah.
The funny thing, though, is that I had genuine anger, actually. No, like,
Really?
seriously, I felt angry. And I never felt
shows.
that way. I'm not the angry type of person,
Yeah.
and I was seriously angry.
Yeah. Well, in these shots right here, you look like you could tear someone's head off.
Yeah, did a really good job.
I was like, they wanted somebody else for your part. You just got in here and luck. You're a crappy actor. But
What hurt me the most was that Eric and I go way back, and then he
Way
did this
back.
to us, man.
Yeah,
Understood.
Wrong, man.
I like this too. Like,
yeah. This is the
good
first
idea.
moment we really step off the bus, and it's like,
see, that's shot on the soundstage here,
Exactly.
and then it's shot on the ranch like 3 weeks earlier.
exactly. It's
Yeah.
so
Once you
wild.
step off, yeah.
Just jumping all over the place and filming.
Scotty, let go of me.
Let go of you?
You tell him, girl.
She's coming to me,
know-
Scotty.
Sometimes you're afraid to write 2 similar lines in a row. Let go of me, let go of me. But in a situation, that's a perfect example of how a good actress can just kick the hell out of 2 lines exactly the same.
Thank you, Victor. And now here comes the big breakup scene between me and Scotty.
Yeah.
And actually, Billy hit my head while he was getting off the bus so hard with his elbow. So
Oh, I did.
right here, I'm supposed to be angry and about to cry. I was angry and about to cry.
That wasn't acting.
That was real.
This was actually a really great scene.
Yeah, the time when you guys went off on your own, like you let you improv, that was cool.
Which
Yeah.
we used pieces of from the over the high angle shot.
Oh, awesome shot.
That's one of the few
That is-
completely CGI shots.
Yeah,
in
that
the
was-
movie.
See Eric bust back. He's the first one to the bus. See him run.
I love this moment where Johnny has locked you guys all out. I just love it. It is so
awesome.
It's so unexpected, you know.
And he just looks like a deer caught in the headlights.
Yeah, he's just like, what do you want me to do?
Billy's got an improv line right here that is great.
This is great.
That is awesome. And now the running.
How many days did we run, kids?
12.
Oh my god. I
You
luckily had a
guys
stunt
ran
double.
so much, and you were being chased by a crane, by cameras on dune buggies, by you name it.
I just decided that Minxie was not. She was going to stay at the bus.
And Rhonda just had a double.
Oh, here comes Josh's
Jake.
great scene.
Oh!
Oh, it's so
Damn.
vicious. Oh.
He's not gonna make it, man.
Oh man, that was so funny. Like all of us would be running, and then we'd like hit something, and one of us would just drop.
Every take, one
Every
of us
take,
fell
one of us
so
fell.
hard.
That was the most uneven ground I've ever laid foot on.
Oh,
Possible.
I didn't really trip. That was my stunt double.
No, actually, that was me.
Well, they told Eric to set the pace, so Eric takes off sprinting as fast as he can, and I was struggling to keep up. I don't know.
Dude, Lena was beating me.
This is a very good scene.
Eric?
Marie.
Eric, I
love
felt
the
your pain,
camera.
man.
Yeah, the
This
camera's
look, yeah,
awesome.
Gavin
Yeah,
on the
and I
opposite.
found your pain absolutely believable.
Yeah.
So believable.
Take after take after take. Just
We did this at 4 in the
absolutely.
morning, too. We did
Yep.
this, not this part, but the...
This was the
Nice
last look at
scene.
the kids. Before, now the kids are out of the picture, basically. Now we don't know what happens to those poor kids still running.
This was actually a lot of fun to do.
This was, yeah.
For
Even-
you.
I remember the 4 of you at this tree just making me so proud. I could not believe how fucking
Yeah,
intense,
it
Yes,
came together.
how
very
everybody-
well.
fucking intense this scene became.
Such a wonderful job.
It's in there like it's welded.
It just went, yeah.
Yeah, it went.
I remember like the I don't even know. We did it a bunch, but that like close to the last time we were doing it, we were all so exhausted
Yes.
from this. It was so.
And
It
that
was
was some
5,
of the
8.
best stuff, probably, because
Yeah.
you're so exhausted that you're not, you're not censoring or
Yeah.
posing.
It was 5 a.m. I mean, we were trying to
Yeah.
beat the sun coming up here. Marie's scream when her boyfriend leaves her, I think, shows the true relationship.
Yes, she
How much
loved
she
him.
really
Of course,
did
she
care for
loved
him.
him after all.
Yeah,
of
you know what I
course
mean? Like,
she did.
he obviously
Yeah.
was a good man underneath.
Well, even even Double D.
The 9 is long, remember?
I love the scene.
I love that.
See, I could have taken the knife out earlier, but I was just planning. I was like taking my time.
I think the most beautiful part of this movie is the fact that Double D goes to help him.
I do too.
That's what makes
Yeah.
me the most proud of Jeepers Creepers 2 is that after all the shit talking and all the anger,
He
in
got
the
up
final
and-
analysis, we're all the same creature, and we all
Right.
need to be helped.
He
and-
only stopped there because he had to run past the tree anyway.
There's no close
Travis
up.
was so great in the scene
I
because
was gonna talk about you, but yeah. either
but
way.
you got emotional every time with me in the scene. It was
You,
incredible.
yeah, you were incredible. There was no close-ups on you, but you were crying. You were
scream was
upset. It
just
was
hurt.
So
incredible.
were you, though.
Yeah,
I was
it
so impressed that you cried
did.
with me. It
It
was,
was
great.
awesome. Yeah, we had a good time.
You cried, Travis?
No,
He cried.
I,
He cried with me.
good thing there was no close-up.
And now we bring Minxie and Taggart together.
Every time I see myself run.
You are, you know, you are